Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Thank you so much for hopping in and tuning in to our Quantum Heart Talks, where we talk about everything quantum energy and, of course, introduce you to some of our wonderful, wonderful community with their special gifts and wisdom and experiences, along with talking everything quantum energy and introducing you to, of course, our wonderful quantum energy tool, which is the world's first ever quantum energy tool, and how you can get access to that. So this morning, I would love to welcome my beautiful friend and soul sister, Robynn Sheridan. I'm so excited that you're here and that you said yes on so many different levels. Let's just say that, on so many different levels.
Thank you, Tony. I really appreciate being invited to your show.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we want to get everybody to learn a little bit about Robynn Sheridan. Like, I've heard that you do 25 years of Akashic reading, Akashic record reading. Is that true? 25 years?
Oh, no. Akashic soul readings is actually new for me. I actually was able to take the course and use that skill last year is when I signed up.
Wow. But I understand you're also a Reiki master.
Yes.
Reiki master, and you do a lot of oracle readings as well prior to the Akashic soul readings. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes. I knew it. I knew that you just loved quantum energy.
Yeah. The Reiki master, I've been a Reiki master for a long time. Wow. So I got my master when I was in my 30s. So yes, that has, and I'm 61 now.
Wow.
All right. And the oracle reading is also new for me here. I used to do readings all the time for myself and for clients, but I started doing live readings last year on my Facebook page.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
And how's that? And so how's that engagement going for you?
Actually, it's a lot of fun. I am so enjoying this. It starts everybody's day off very positive. I do a meditation. I pull specific cards for all of us. And then people have an opportunity to ask for a card live. And then I read them their message.
Now you do this on your Facebook profile or on a group, a special group?
No, this is just on my Facebook profile.
Wow. And anybody can just hop in there and just ask to get a card.
Absolutely. I'm kind of limited in time. I have about 30 minutes I can do it. But I pull as many cards as I can for people who come in and just ask. And the question is, what do I need to know today?
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love it. So, so when we, so you could ask anything, basically.
No, you just ask, what do I need to know today?
Oh, what do I need to know today? And how many different oracle decks do you use? Do you have a variety or do you have a specific one?
No, I have a lot. I have about 15 decks or 10 decks we can choose from in the morning. So when somebody asks for a card, I pick the deck that I'm prompted. So let's say, Wisdom of the Oracle. So I'm prompted to pull a card for you from Wisdom of the Oracle, and that's what I'll pull. But if I'm prompted to pull from another deck, then I will. Some days we go through every single deck I own.
I do. I must say, I do. I actually have that. Look I've got my little deck here. Look at.
Yes, it's an awesome deck.
Yeah. I also got this. I also have this one too. I love this one too.
Me too. I got that one too. Yeah.
You probably have some really cool ones, I'm sure.
I do.
Is there anyone that's really kind of like your favorite, or is it like it just is whatever pulls you in the moment?
Well, I love them all, but if you're asking questions for yourself and you need answers, yes, this one.
Oh, interesting.
So this one, because it is so in depth. Like and this is what I do readings with when people, book a reading with me, I use this deck for them. And when I do live readings, which I'm doing another one on the 24th. I'm going to a gypsy fair doing live readings. I do that deck as well.
Oh, that's very cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, okay. So when is this gypsy reading thing? I like that. That gypsy word kind of resonates with me because I think I've got gypsy blood.
Oh, I'm sure we all do. Yeah, it's on September 24th here in October 24th.
And
I,
whereabouts is that? Sorry, because not everybody knows where you're from. Because where are you from?
I am from Picture Butte, Alberta, but
Oh, Canadian!
it's
Woo!
just outside of Lethbridge, Alberta, and the live Gypsy Fair is in Lethbridge at the Sandman Inn. So she does it 3 times a year. So this will be the third time I've done it.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I just think it's absolutely amazing. Oh, Michelle Gross says, I'm going to go do a reading with Robyn. How fun going to the fair.
Yeah,
Awesome. That's very cool.
yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I just wanted to touch a little bit about the Akashic Soul readings. The Akashic Soul readings are when we do a really deep dive into your negative patterns. So if you think about the negative things that happened to you when you were very young, trauma, maybe past lives, and you've brought that into this lifetime. So think of all those negative things as an onion seed, and you plant those seeds, and then this onion grows around it. So what the Akashic reading does is we go into the center of the onion, we find those seeds, and we start clearing your programs from the inside out.
Oh, how cool is that? So it's kind of a lot like what we with yesterday with Trinity. She goes and taps into all the time, like the past, present, and future, and kind of reprograms the subconscious. And you're going even on another level and going into all of it. Wow, that's very cool.
It really is, because when you find the key things that created all of the trauma and negativity throughout your life, it's easier to go to the beginning rather than starting now and going backwards.
So it's right back to what I always talk about is that your beliefs are the root of what's causing everything. And we need to get to the root and yank it out. None of this kind of like suppressing this on layer upon layer of suppressing symptoms. And it seems to be the common theme with all of you beautiful souls and your beautiful gifts and your beautiful modalities. It's about getting to the root and let's stop band-aiding. I love this. And this is why I love being able to share all of you and your wisdom and your experiences, because what works for one and one certain path may not be for somebody else. So whatever is resonating, so all of you out there, whatever is resonating with you and how you feel pulled or drawn, that's what you need to listen to. And so this is another opportunity for you to reach out to this beautiful, talented, wise woman, Robynn Sheridan, and get yourself either a Akashic soul reading, or maybe come on to your lives every day and just ask what I need to know for that day, or anything else that you may want. This is so awesome. Now, do you have a website as well, Robyn, that we can like type into the chat later that people might be able to get a hold of you?
Yeah, it's just robynsheridan.com.
Well, that's easy peasy. Okay. Well, we'll make sure to type that into the chat later for sure for people who want to reach out. But I'm going to step a little bit further here, because you and I got connected because you saw a live with me that had to do with the world's first quantum energy tool, which is, of course, Limbic Arc. And you were very intrigued by that. Can you tell us why you said yes to trying that out?
You know, it's so funny because I love spirit. I love my angels. I turned on Facebook and your live just popped on. I love how that happens. The live just comes up. I'm watching you and Michelle and a bunch of other people talking about this. And I'm like, finally, I know we have this ability. I mean, if we have a 3D printer, it's no brainer that we can get this energy. And I was to the point where I would drink water and I couldn't quench my thirst. I ate food. I felt like I was starving to death. I was taking my supplements and nothing was working.
Oh.
And so I was like, holy cow. So I contacted you because you were a Canadian in BC. I mean,
it sounds like your body was starving.
It was.
Starving. So basically what's happening is you're doing all these so-called right things, and yet you're feeling nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be the worst feeling in the world. And your story is very, in my opinion, is very powerful, because you have that sense and awareness, and you knew the right steps to take, and yet your body, this physiology, was still not responding. That's got to be a scary feeling. That's got to be a very scary feeling.
It really was, because I had just retired. My fibromyalgia was to the point where I had to get nerve blocking shots just to get out of bed in the morning.
Oh,
And I just couldn't cope physically anymore. And so it was such a gift to be introduced to limbic arc and start playing with it. And I consider it playing with it.
It's fun, isn't it? I just love it. It's simple, it's easy, and it's fun, because you really can't do anything wrong.
No.
And best of all, it's safe. There's a lot of other modalities out there that are not safe. And so I love the fact that you're having, well, first of all, I love the fact that you said yes. I love the fact that you said, whoa, I love what these girls are talking about. This is pretty crazy interesting. And I love the fact that you have, not only did you say yes, but you actually dove right in and just started playing with it like crazy, because you've actually come up with some really interesting formulas for yourself. Can you tell us about that a little bit? Give people a little bit of insight about why it is so simple, easy, and fun, and why would you start playing with it like that?
Well, I think one of the biggest gifts is that we have a daily Zoom 7 days a week. And people come in and they share their experiences. They share what worked for them, what didn't work for them. I can't use cardiovascular. I can't use it at all. If I use it, I actually have so much pain, I have to turn it off.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's nice to know that what works for one person doesn't work for another. And then somebody will come on and they'll give you an idea. So there was this tick boost, and I was not getting the results I was looking for with the limbic arc. I was doing a lot of things, but I wasn't getting past that hump. And so I took that tick boost, and then I used my intuition, and I added way more ingredients to it. And then I used, and I'm telling you, I probably had like 50 things in that boost. And
wow.
I used that until I felt I got past my hump.
Isn't that interesting? Because, I love the fact that you had the courage to do that, because one of the things that we've learned with limbic arc is like what works for one doesn't necessarily work for another. So thank you for mentioning the Zooms, because that's where we learn, because what works for one doesn't work for another. And there's no right or wrong. No. I've always said that, even when I was coaching golf, there's no such thing as right or wrong in golf. There's just your way and what works for you. And you need to own that. And limbic arc, as you've discovered, gives you the access to be able to self-discover without creating any other side effects, issues, whatever the case may be, which of course we seem to get a lot of in other modalities, which is just so wonderful. So thank you for sharing that. That is just amazing. So tell us what happened when you found this little secret formula for yourself to get over the hump.
Well, it was interesting, because I remember finding a tick when I was about 12 years old. And I was thinking, okay, well, if I got bit by that tick, that could have created a lot of health issues, and it continues to go on. And so I really felt like I got that intuition to try that tick boost, but that when I looked at the ingredients, I went, yeah, that's not enough. That doesn't have everything I need. So when you use your intuition and you start picking things and adding to them, then that gives you a sense of freedom. You have the freedom to do what works best for you. And I love that. And I finally got past that hump, got rid of whatever was in my system that was holding me back by using that boost. I think I used it probably for 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow. And the other thing that's so beautiful about our community is that we share this with everybody.
Yes.
You listen, because we've had a lot of people who've inquired about what they call Lyme disease. Now, again, limbic arc does not diagnose, it does not cure, it does not treat. It's all about raising the quality of your life and finding the missing links to that unbalanced misalignment. And it's just funny because I just got a hit, Robyn, that you mentioned something about using your intuition. And I think when people are open-minded and have an open heart and start to come to you for their oracle reading, I think that also empowers them, just like we empower people to take control of their health. This is about you helping them align into their own alignment spiritually. And this is what I love, of why I love talking everything quantum, because quantum is a package deal. Spirit, spirit, mental, emotional, and physical. So you're kind of taking care of that kind of modality on the spirit side, which is wonderful. And then, of course, with your wisdom of what you learned with limbic, it's also helping people with all some of those other things as well. So that is just awesome. Just awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I just wanted to also point out that our bodies are this huge, massive energy, and we're all going into a new vibration.
Yeah.
But I want you to understand, it's your body that's bringing you into it. It's not your spirit. It's not your soul. It's not the angels. Your physical body is generating so much energy now so that it can move into this fifth dimension. And we really need things like limbic arc to help our body with that energy, because it is physically exhausting if you don't have the nutrition you need in your body. And as we know, we don't get it from our food anymore.
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that, because that is a really great observation. A lot of people are really stunned that, again, getting back to what you had mentioned, that you really felt like your body was starving. Like, why is our body starving? And it's exactly what you said. This is just pure energy is all this is. And it's a question of whether or not that energy signature information, whether it's coming in through the biochemical delivery, if it's actually shaking hands. We have those bioreceptors that are within us, this physical body, this physiology of ours. And if those bioreceptors are blocked or damaged, there's no way that there can be an energy handshake that goes on. Hence why, hate to say it, but most of North America just has expensive pee, because it's not handshaking. And that's why you felt like you were starving.
Yeah.
So I love that you brought that up, because it's so important that people understand there's a big difference between chemical biodelivery, right? Or sorry, I should say biochemical delivery, which is like our food, our water, our supplements. And then there's energy delivery. And unfortunately, because of all the toxins and the poisons in our environment that you had mentioned, and then of course our food that's so depleted, those toxins and heavy metals and poisons have completely blocked our bioreceptors. So it's no wonder you felt like you were starving. So thank you for mentioning that, because limbic arc doesn't need the bioreceptors to be online. I love that. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like a 2-for-1 sale. It actually brings the bioreceptors back online, which is really cool. So the things that you are doing correctly, or what you think you're doing right, they actually start to synergistically work. And I had mentioned that yesterday. This is what I love about limbic arc. It works synergistically with all the choices that we're making for our well-being, all around well-being. So thank you so much for being part of this journey. I'm so excited. And perhaps, would you do us the honor of as you know, we're going to be starting a 30-day challenge in our private quantum well-being group. And we're really getting excited for this wonderful challenge so that we can introduce more people to this wonderful wellness tool we have with limbic arc. And part of some of our new people wanting to finally step up is that I understand that some of our beautiful, beautiful tribe are going to be offering something. And I understand you have something to offer too.
Absolutely. You can put my name in your Dropbox and the person will win a reading with the Wisdom of Oracle and with me, a private reading.
Yay! So this is cool. You guys, look at, I'm taking this all the way to the end of October. This Oktoberfest, we're going to be introducing you to more and more people. Robynn Sheridan, that is so kind and just such a beautiful gift. Thank you so much for that, because I know not only are people going to receive amazing transformations just using the limbic arc, but with all of your wonderful gifts and talents and wisdom from all of you lovelies, that's just a whole nother level in itself. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I can't wait to get this challenge going with all of you. I'm just so pumped up. I can't even believe it. Introducing all of you has just been it's really got me all fired up now too. And I'm just loving to getting all of our people together on this. And because what we can't do alone, we can do together. It's all about linking arms and linking hearts. And when we, like you had mentioned, we are all energy. And so when our sphere of influence starts to collect like that, this is how we raise humanity and consciousness for this beautiful planet. So I thank you so much.
You couldn't ask for a better family. Quite honestly, the people that come through on those Zooms every day, you are never alone. You're never left hanging. There's always someone that can answer a question. It's an amazing community, and it's beautiful. The energy there is awesome.
Okay, everybody, there you go. What's holding you back? There's lots of opportunity to dial in and get aligned and get balanced. We've got all these beautiful souls offering their beautiful gifts and wisdom. We've got limbic arc to help you transform on every level to go with it synergistically. So all you have to do is go unlock your subscription so you can unlock your quantum bioscan, activate your ingredients, and you will be empowered and transformed into true freedom. So I hope you'll join us on our 30-day challenge. Thank you, Robynn Sheridan, for joining us this morning. Thank you, everybody, for hopping into Quantum Heart Talks. We've got more wonderful things planned, and I'm so grateful for your time and for sharing your wisdom and, of course, your beautiful gifts. So thank you so much. So, and we are out for another day, and we've got another one lined up tomorrow. So thank you, Robynn. Thank you, everybody, and have a wondrous day and a wondrous weekend. Bye, everybody.
Bye.